Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into an incredibly effective 15-minute daily routine. It's a method designed to take language learning from being this exhausting mental struggle and turn it into an effortless, totally physical habit.
So you might be wondering, why do you study for years? Absolutely nail the grammar rules, read all the books, but then, when it's actually time to speak, your mind just goes completely blank. Look, we've all been there. You know the language inside out, but you get nervous, you forget the words, and your lips literally just freeze up. Well, the core issue here, as the source material points out, is actually your method. It's definitely not your ability. Here's our blueprint for today. We're going to cover 1. The speaking fluency trap, 2. 1 minute of mouth training, 3. 5 minutes to stop translating, 4. 9 minutes of active shadowing, and 5. Why consistency beats intensity. Okay, section 1, the speaking fluency trap, reframing how we learn. You know, most learners treat English purely as a mental exercise. They're just training their brains, memorizing endless vocab lists and complex grammar rules. But our source emphasizes a massive paradigm shift here. Speaking is actually a physical skill. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't expect to learn how to play basketball just by reading the rule book, right? Speaking is exactly the same thing. It requires actual muscle training. You really need to train your mouth and your thoughts to move naturally, instead of just relying on your memory. And that brings us to the solution, a structured, highly actionable 15-minute daily blueprint. It goes like this. Minute 1 is a quick mouth warm-up. Then, minutes 2 through 6 are for action describing. And finally, minutes 7 through 15 are dedicated to reflection shadowing. This whole daily habit is specifically designed to rewire your brain to think in English and train your muscles to speak it completely automatically. Let's move right to section 2. 1 minute of mouth training, waking up lazy muscles. This quote right from the source is a real wake-up call. It says, in English, your mouth is still lazy and untrained. And honestly, think about that for a second. In your native language, you've repeated every single sound thousands, probably millions of times. But when it comes to English, your tongue, your lips, and your jaw literally need a gym workout to get used to all those brand new physical movements. So the absolutely crucial point here is to do a physical warm-up step by step, to just release that tension. Step 1, lip rolls. Just buzz your lips like a motorbike for about 5 seconds. Easy, right? Step 2, a tongue stretch. Push your tongue out and pull it back in 10 times. And then step 3, the smile stretch. Smile as wide as you possibly can, hold it, and relax. Okay, yes, you might look a little bit silly doing this in the mirror, but it completely releases tension and makes your sounds feel so much smoother. Because remember, a warm mouth is a ready mouth. All right, section 3, 5 minutes to stop translating, thinking directly in English. Let's talk about the translation trap. The absolute biggest mistake slowing you down is thinking in your native language first, and then trying to furiously translate it into English in your head. It totally breaks your conversational flow. It forces you to speak incredibly slowly, and honestly, worst of all, it stops your brain from connecting English directly to real-life objects. Truly fluent speakers simply don't translate. They just think directly in the language. So the active fix here is to completely stop that mental translation. For these 5 minutes, just look around your room and point out objects. Say in your mind, this is my room, I see a chair, my phone is right here. Then take it a step further and actually narrate your physical movements in real time. Tell yourself, I'm drinking water, or I'm opening the door. Doing this connects those English words directly with real-life actions, bypassing your native language entirely. The very moment you stop translating, that's when your fluency truly begins. Moving on to section 4, 9 minutes of active shadowing, listening like an actor. Now it's time for the heavy lifting. You can't speak natural English if you don't hear natural English. But the source makes a super important distinction here. Don't just listen like a student taking notes in a lecture. Listen like an actor mimicking a script. This technique is called shadowing. Basically, it involves taking a really short piece of audio, pausing it after a single sentence, and repeating it exactly to match the original speaker's speed, tone, and emotion. Here's the exact process for this 9-minute block. First, choose a simple English audio or video clip. Listen to just one sentence, and then hit pause. Now, match the speaker's emotion perfectly. If they're super excited, you gotta sound super excited. If they're speaking quickly, try to match that pace. Repeat that single sentence 3 of 5 times until it feels entirely automatic.
By repeating it exactly as you heard it, you're actively building the natural rhythm in your voice and locking in that all-important muscle memory. Finally, Section 5. Consistency beats intensity. The secret to lasting fluency.
Let's pit the traditional student, we'll call them Person A, against our fluent actor, Person B. Person A grinds away studying for 5 hours straight, but they only manage to do it once a week. After a month, they're totally exhausted and have forgotten most of what they even learned. Person B, on the other hand, just does our simple 15-minute ritual every single day. Person B clearly wins out here. This small daily practice keeps the brain constantly connected to the language, which makes those neural pathways stronger and stronger every single day.
The whole philosophy boils down to this: consistency beats intensity. English should not be a special activity. It should be a daily habit, just like eating or walking. By lowering the barrier to entry with a simple, highly manageable 15-minute daily habit, you create far bigger, much more sustainable results than you ever would with intense, infrequent study sessions. I want to leave you with this final kind of provocative thought. Your fluency is only going to change when you actually take action. Knowing about this 15-minute ritual is powerful, sure, but your life won't change just by understanding it. It's only going to change when you actually apply it. So, ask yourself, which habit are you going to start today? Don't wait around for the perfect moment or the right time, because the right time is literally right now. Are you ready to commit just 15 minutes to yourself today to build a lifelong skill?
If you find value in this video, leave your comment below. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to keep updated on the next video. Keep learning.